Alright, so we kicked off the second half of the season at Spa, and now we are moving forward into round 12 of the championship, that being here at Hungary. And we are ready to go for Formula 1 here in Hungary. Ty and I are both on hand for comms, but before we get this festivity under the way, we have some somber news to bring forward. If you have seen in our socials, on our Twitter and on our Instagram, we at RPL have discovered that back on September 4th of 2025, RPL driver, Mercedes Academy member, Alpine driver, and member of the league, Txiro, first name Danny, has tragically passed away. From what we saw from one of the cards that showed the info, Txiro was only the age of 19. A driver that raced in Tier 3, Season 3, accumulated 21 points during the season. His highest finish was a 4th place in Aston Martin, and was in the season opener for Season 6 in Australia. And to find out that he is gone, it is very tragic to know the loss of it. So as you can see in the garage, everyone paying respects with a 1 minute before coming out onto the track in honor of Txiro. So, from all of us here in RPL, please join us for a moment of silence for the driver that was Txiro. Thank you to those in for that. So, everybody is about to come out onto the track to get some marks in here. So we have possibly a full grid coming out into retrospect for tonight's Tier 1 race. So last week we were at Spa for round 12 of the season. That was won by Skither, who wound up getting second over Willow, and Edvin wound up getting into third place. So let's go over the Drivers' Championship, the standings as we go forward here. So, Drivers' Championship, Cookie still has a lead over Skither. It's 76 points over Skither. Skither sitting in second, and Willow is sitting in third with 106 points behind Cookie at this present time. In the Constructors, McLaren did lose a big lead over Ferrari. They are now 91 points ahead of Ferrari. And Mercedes is sitting in third right now with 225. The biggest move is Williams jumping up to 5th place, jumping up 3 spots as they sit at 25, and they're ahead of Aston Martin with just a single point behind. So we're on with Uri as he navigates through turn 3. He's going to be the benchmark for our Q1. So we have 19. We're supposed to have 20. Just trying to get our 20th guy into the lobby here as Uri heading into the chicane here. This is turns 6 and 7. Now heading to the sweeps, which is 8, 9, 10, and 11. Trying to keep it within the track limits here. Navigating out of 11. And coming out of 11 easily here. Now heading into the braking zone of turn 12. Out of 12, now into the switchback 180s of 13 and 14 to finish the lap. Being into third gear, up to fifth, we'll drop to fourth. Exiting out of the final corner here, and here we go. Let's see what the benchmark is for Uri, and it is a 17-1 for Uri for the benchmark. And we will see who can respond to it. Well, Jack is not one of them. He has invalidated. Gecko has invalidated as well. We have Mercedes coming across now. That is Cryptic coming across. He goes to 16-0. Has it there. Dominic, 16.2 for his time. Andrea, 15.2 on his end. Solid run out of there. Penguin with a 16.2. Raphael, a 16.1 for him. Bourbon, 16.6. F1 Shores, 15.9 in the Williams. And here comes Weiso with a 16.7 on his end. Edvin, last week's pole sitter, 15.4 for his trouble. And we will be moving on with some more drivers here. There's Alex Norris, 5th fastest with a 16.0. Let's see. Reese is just starting his time lap. Blondes is about to get his lap in. 15.9 on his part. Tadpole's just getting a lap started. And let's see who is about to get a lap in. Well, we got Dylan moving out of the way for... That could be Gecko or Cookie at this present time. I believe it is. No, but it is Gecko. Gecko had to retry because he invalidated. Comes across the line, and he is third fastest with a 15.4 for his part. Let's switch to. Oh, Cookie off into the wall. Just about to switch back to go check on him, but then Cookie with a spin bumps the wall. But he looks like he's okay, but he definitely got rattled in that regard. Now it looks like he's going to be trying again. Reese, on the other hand, coming across with the 15.9 for his troubles. And then Cookie resuming and trying again. So, 5 drivers, 2 basically restarting their time runs, and 3 with yet to get a lap in. Those 3, well, actually was 3, but now it's 2, because Tadpole has come across. It's a 16.8 for him, and he is sitting in 14th. Let's go to Dylan now as he comes out of the last corner to get his lap up onto the board. And he comes across, and he's slowest right now with a 17.9 on his part. And Cookie has invalidated as well. Let's move over to Jack. Let's see what kind of a lap he is willing to do right now. But taking a peek here, by the way, just seeing from the lead all the way down to 11th is almost exactly 1 second separating the top 11 at this moment. Then there's a small gap between Bourbon and Penguin, that being about 4.25 tenths. It's the difference. Oh, jack off! Oof. Holy cow. That same situation with Cookie. He went off, but no damage. He's alright. He did have a little kiss of the wall, but Jack managed to steer away from hard troubles. But good stuff on Jack to keep himself out of trouble. Alright, let's see if Cookie is gonna be able to try again on his lap. Meanwhile, Union, by the way, is just getting into the switchback 180s to get his time lap in. Oh, jeez, he almost did again, the Cookie. So that inside curb, a turn 11, is really a pain in the ass to Cookie and now Jack. Union 16th fastest, a 17.7 for him. Let's see where Cookie's guys. He comes out of the final corner across the line, and he's only 11th fastest. A 16.2. That puts him in 11th and only 3 thousandths behind Dominic. And literally 0.942. Yeah, almost 9.5 tenths. Cookie is behind the leader of Andrea right now. All right. Looks like we got a bunch of people calling it for their qualifying runs. Just seeing it on there. Whoa, who was that just went off? That's Wiso. Wiso just went off in the same spot that Cookie and Jack just did. I saw in the background. He's got damage from that too. Just taking a peek. Is it raining? Is it raining right now? Is there rain on the track? Yeah, it is! Rain is here! That's why everybody was trying to get their laps out as quickly as possible. I think the track just is now too wet for anything to occur out of this. So, at this present time, let's see what happened. So let's see what Jack's gonna have as he gets into out from there. Nice and easy. Just trying to make sure he gets his lap in before it gets too wet and it'll screw him up. Let's see what happens here. So we do have one driver out from Q1, that being Uri. And we got two more potentially facing elimination. Here comes Jack across the line, and it is 15th. So Tadpole gets knocked down to the bottom 4 and could be knocked out of qualifying. Let's see what Tadpole's got as he comes out of the corners. See what he's got as he comes out from sector 2. And minor, not much of that one, about 400's back. But he's gonna need some kind of a magic to get himself out of the bottom 5. He's 72 thousandths off of Jack right now. And let's see what Tadpole's got as he comes out of the final corner, demolishing that ERS, and unfortunately it's not good enough. He's almost half a second back. So he's still in 16th right now as he goes for a slide. This car is wank. Poor Dylan. And no, I actually do agree with him on that one. Just checking a look at the commentator chat, and EXO said that because of what happened with because of the incident, what happened with Txiro, EXO says that we'll make Txiro Tier 3 honorary driver of the day for this week, and I completely agree. And yeah. So, for those just joining us for the broadcast. We made a major note and actually held a moment of silence for Txiro, who tragically passed away back on the 4th of September, which was just a couple of days ago. Now, one thing I will say is that because he was only 19 years old, from what we were told, and it's very tragic for someone to be gone that young of an age. You know, it really does hurt. You know, and it has affected a lot of us here in RPL as well. Now, the thing is that we do not know what happened and how he has gone, but I'll just say truthfully that even if we did know, we are not going to disclose it because we are going to be respectful and private about it. And also, we just want to also note to Txiro's family as well that we are very sorry for your loss, and we here at RPL we are thinking of the family and of Txiro's life and his racing legacy here in RPL as well. So with the rain out and about, so here's what it looks like pretty much. So Dylan, F1 Union, Uri, and Tadpole are out of Q1, and our fastest three, it is Andrea, Edvin, and Gecko are your three fastest for Q1, and there are a couple of surprises in that top 10 as well. You got F1 Shorts in the Williams sitting in 4th, Blonde in the Alpine in 6th, and Raphael in the Haas sitting in 10th. And take a look at this. A 10th and a half separating the top three. So, one thing we will also take a note of is that so we have tier 2 and tier 3. They had the races at Japan, and the results of that one for the winners of it, VRL Mickey was the winner of tier 3 in Japan, and Blonde was the winner in tier 2 in Japan as well. Alright, so it looks like everybody is out and about on the track before the rain gets too nasty and the inters will have to be out and about. And let's see what's happening. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see what's gonna be coming up. Who will be... Let's see where everyone's gonna be. Let's see what laps we're gonna get here. Starter is F1 Shorts. So the Williams pair will be the first ones to test dummies. Let's see how things go. This is gonna get interesting. So let's switch to Shorts. There you are. He navigates through turn 3. Now bear in mind, if you make an invalidation here, I think your chances of going to Q3 are pretty much dead in the water. So here we go. Into the chicane. Turns 6 and 7. Here we go. Now through 8, 9, 10, and 11. Be careful of 11. That curve can bite you if you're not careful. Let's see how Shorts does. Nice and easy work. And going through no problem. A little bit of traffic in that middle. There's a Haas, McLaren, and an Aston. Very close proximity to each other here. Let's see what we can get out of this. Into the last corner comes F1 Shorts. Oh, we have yellow out in Sector 3. That could be for one of the Ferraris. But here comes Shorts. A 19-1 for him. Now let's see how everyone responds. 19-3 for Wiseau. 18-6 for Cryptic. Dominic, 18-8. Reese, 18-4. Andrea, 18-2. Gecko, 17-9. And the more fields coming on through. Here we go. 18-4 for Cookie. Torn Penguin, 18-8 for his troubles. Edvin, 18-1 in that Ferrari. Bourbon back into the pits. Jack with a 20-0, and Alex Norris 19-7. So, wow. So even though they were the guinea pigs, at the moment, F1 Shorts and Wiseau are gonna be knocked out, could be knocked out. But the big shock is unless the conditions are roughly the same as it is here, Alex Norris will be knocked out at Q2. I could be incorrect, but I believe this will be, in this sense, this could be Ferrari's worst starting position this season, with Alex Norris as P13. Alex Norris is definitely not having a good time. He's just spawning wrecked. Okay. So, I just also want to give you a little bit of a heads up, by the way. I am on comms by myself here tonight. I would have had Polish as a partner, but unfortunately he's not here. Now, I do want to mention this very quickly. So, in my area, we have a line of strong thunderstorms that'll be coming through my area probably within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So, and this line of storms is going to be producing frequent lightning. There's been reports of golf ball size hail being reported from this storm, and also the possibility and threat of an isolated tornado from these storms as well. So if the stream does get disconnected during this event, please note it is because of the severe weather in my area, and that is why. So just want to make that notice clear beforehand. So we got two drivers currently out onto the track right now, trying to get a lap in. Hopefully it's not bad enough. It is Bourbon. Jack is out on there too. Dominic is out as well. We got drivers calling it quits here. Both Williams pair have called it. They are out of Q2 and will not be moving on into Q3. Blonde in 8th, he's retired. And then 4 at the top 5, that being Gecko, Edvin, Andrea, and Reese have all called it. They should be safe and through to Q. They're definitely going to be safe and through into Q3 here. But let's see what Bourbon has in store here as he gets into the last turn 11 here of Sector 2. A 56.7 for him. Now, if he wants to get himself a shot in a Q3, he has to be faster than Raphael, which is a 19.0. Let's see what Bourbon's got as he comes out of the final corner. I don't think it's enough anyways. It's going to be in the 20s, that's for sure. Comes across the line. Yeah, it's a 19.8 for Bourbon. So, if this is all he can muster, then Bourbon is knocked out of Q2. Alex Norris is out onto the track too. He's in turn 11 right now. But like I said, is this enough though? Jack into the first sector. Almost 3/10 down in Sector 1. He is slow in the first sector. That is not going to help him in the slightest here. As he goes through Sector 2 now, he's going to have to really do some kind of a miracle here to get himself out. Defending champion in tough straights right now. Whoa, slip and slide. And it's, significantly worse. 8/10 behind now. I think the track is too wet. So Jack is more than likely going to be out here, and yeah, into the pits. He's done. He is definitely done here. Alex Norris, though, first sector, 300ths behind. So he's doing better, but we'll have to wait and see. Here we go into Sector 2 now. Ooh. Be careful there, buddy. Through 9. Now in a 10 and a lead. 10 and 11. Got a little squirrely out of there. No, there he goes. And he saves it too. Nice save on Alex Norris's part, but yeah, I think that, yeah, it's definitely for sure. Track is too wet. I'm sorry, Alex, but your time is done. Oh. Sorry about that. Let's try to get him in. Ah, there he is.
Alright, had to change headset. I think we're good? Maybe?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, we are good.
Your audio loud and clear.
Awesome, love to hear it.
Let me get you in. Whoops, wrong button.
I should be joining up now. Hopefully.
Okay. There he is, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, we got mixed conditions for Q2, and you'll be shocked to see, but we lost a Ferrari
Oh.
in Q2.
Oh.
Alex Norris is out.
Oh, and it's the Ferrari I was not expecting to be out. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, it is Hungary, not exactly a Ferrari, I guess you would say, excelling track, as they do have session you were trying to join, but spectate is no longer available. What is
What in the
this?
world is that?
Oh boy, here we go.
I just got the screen up here. It's so Gecko is on top ahead of Edvin and Andrea, and just the pose that Gecko's got on the screen. It's almost like he got hit. He got hit in the eye with something. It's like his right eye shut, his left eye's kind of squinted, and he's pointing. It's kind of like, probably looks like some guy after he got involved in a bar fight.
That's good. Uh, all right. Should be here for Q3. It kicked me out because Q2 was just ending and I didn't load in fast enough, so.
Nah, you're fine.
Uh, Anytime now.
There we go.
There we
I'm in.
go. All right, yeah, we're chilling now.
But yeah, so at the start of the stream, we wound up doing basically the field. They did a 1 minute sit in the garage, and we had a moment of silence for Tiro.
Good.
Um, yeah, I mean, when I found out about it last night, I was stunned. I couldn't believe it.
It's weird because you think of like it's weird when it's someone that's like online because you're like I knew because it's like I knew them but I didn't know them,
Yeah,
and it's like it's crazy how just at any point, someone could go and we would have no clue because, it's just how online is nowadays, but I guess
yeah,
I don't know.
and
It's a weird
yeah,
feeling.
And then Cookie was the first one to discover it via the bot, via Tiro's bio on Discord,
Hmm.
and then he later got confirmation from Dominic regarding what happened. And once that info got shared off, we were, it was just, it was just like wow, no, we were all speechless.
I mean, if what I think happened, which is, obviously once Chiro, and I think his family took control of his socials, that's what I would want my family to do if I had, passed away. I would want them to like let everyone know on my
Yeah.
Discord, just be like, hey, this happened, because I don't want people being in the dark. I don't want people just
Hmm.
thinking like, oh, this guy, he hasn't been on for a long time, because like I
Yeah.
said, you really never know what's going on.
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, we're
And
just a league. We don't know what's going on in everyone's personal lives and everything. But
yep. And like I said, even if we did figure out what indeed truly happened, we're not going to disclose it. Basically, out of respect and privacy.
exactly.
That's pretty much how I feel in that sense.
Yeah, of course. I do agree. But on that
Well,
on that note, we're getting some laps in.
yeah, everybody's just getting onto it, and they're still on the dry compound tires, so the track is not wet enough for the slicks, for the inters to come into full effect. But Cryptic is currently on his own right now, coming out of turn 5, and there is a bit of a gangle behind with a Red Bull, Haas, Aston, and a McLaren pretty much in close proximity to each other in that group.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I was not here. Was it raining in both Q1 and 2 or no?
It started raining right at the tail end of Q1, and it's been like a light, steady rain ever since then.
Okay, I see. I was gonna say because these could be the possible laps right here. If this rain doesn't go away soon, I don't know if conditions are only gonna get worse if the rain keeps coming along. But who knows? But Cryptic's coming around right now in the Merc. He's gonna set the benchmark, 21.8.
And it gets responded by Andrea with a 21-4 for him, and then Gecko responds with a 21.4 for him, and Cookie with a 20.9.
Cookie really responded to that one.
Oh yes.
First driver of the top 10 in the sub 21s. The lone Ferrari in Q3. Edvin coming across the line, 21.7. It's good enough for P5. Dominic.
Dominic had is basically redoing. He invalidated. I did see he had a yellow. There was a yellow on the track in the chicane at turns 6 and 7. So I'm thinking that's probably what happened to him. And there's a drop sitting on the track surface itself. So looks like the track is
Dom just invalidated
starting
again.
to
He's
get
going
damp.
around. Into the barrier.
Yeah, that's in turn 5. Right, the last corner at the end of sector 2, which is turn 11, we've seen quite a few people spin out in that area and almost hitting a wall. We had Jack, Cookie, Alex Norris. Pretty much right now, about 5 drivers have all spun out, exiting turn 11.
It's tight, and I'm looking at the track. This track does not look like it's getting... It looks like it's getting worse out there. You can see some of the wet spots on there. It just does not look like a good time. So this... It's very plausible. This could be our starting grid right here.
Yeah,
But
looks pretty much it.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, it looks pretty much it for the time being. So if it is the case, then it is going to be a McLaren front row with Cookie and Gecko on top, Andrea sitting in third, and then rest of that top 10. We have Reese, Edvin, Cryptic, Penguin, Blonde, Raphael. Those are the drivers with times. Dominic will be the only one. He'll be in 10th without a time set.
I'm going to see maybe what the drivers are saying.
Well, the only thing I don't know currently is
I think we're going to get some interlaps
I wonder
here.
what I'm not sure what we're looking at for conditions in the race itself. I'm not sure what we're looking at for that.
I'm not sure. I hope it's clear. Because I really do love this track. This is one of my favorite tracks on the entire schedule, honestly. It's just so like technical. You got to be perfect around here. I love it. But the inters are coming out. See if we'll get some better lap times.
And this track is a slight pain in the neck in inter conditions or wet tires. I've done it one time at this track, and that was for Tier 1 all the way in the first season, where we had mixed conditions. It started with clear, then we had inters pretty much for the rest of the race from like lap 12 onwards, and it was unique. It was unique. It was a unique race.
Trying to see who's going to be starting there. That's going to be one of these McLarens. Gecko. Gonna try and take pole from his teammate here. I'm really curious to see how much faster these inter times are going to be, because obviously the soft run, they did that on pretty murky track conditions. So I'm just wondering how much time was actually lost by doing a soft tire compound run. But we're going to see now as Gecko starts his lap. Blonde's going to be right behind. 2 Merc Academy teammates.
Yeah, very much so. As Gecko goes into turn number 2, let's take a quick peek at the drivers' chat. Apparently, I guess in comparison for Cookie and Gecko, I guess the big difference was sector 2, where Cookie was approximately 5/10 faster than Gecko in sector 2. So the technical part of the track is what's biting Gecko in the ass right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna take a wild guess to say that those inters are not it. Gecko was 4 tenths down in sector 1. Blonde was 5 tenths down before he invalidated. So,
He's almost 2 seconds now.
yeah, so the inters definitely doesn't look like it's the way to go. Only 3 minutes of qualifying left. This rain isn't letting up. I think we have our grid.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I don't know if, I do wonder if anybody has a weather, but I don't see it at this time. I'll have to take a peek. I'll have to take a peek and ask.
I mean, just out of curiosity, I see Cookie is going to be coming into sector 3, and never mind. He just he just almost looped it around. Yeah, 2.76.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Oh man.
Yeah, he's definitely way off in that regard. Let me take a quick peek on something. Be right back to small.
Dominic's still going for lap times. He don't care. He wants to put down at least one lap time. He doesn't care if it's a 10th place lap time. He just wants a lap time down. Oh, Dom! Oh, he almost looped it. Hold on to her, buddy. Oh, there he goes. Into the bear. Oh, what a hard
Ouch!
hit. He's out.
And he whaled the left rear wheel.
Oh my god. You know what? I respect the commitment though. He wanted a lap time so bad.
Uh, yeah, tell me about it. Well, while that was going on, I just got the weather report from the Merck Academy voice chat. It is going to be dry. It's going to be a dry race. They did say that there's supposedly rain at the start, at the 0 minute mark, but then it's going to be dry rest of the way. So we don't know if we're going to have like a inter start and then dry, or it's going to be dry all the way.
That could be interesting then. If it's gonna be that little rain, we could be seeing pit stops very early on. Oh, now I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I miss this. I miss commentating. This is a good thing. uh, it's been so busy the last couple weeks, man. Like with going to North Carolina and having to go out and looking at job. I've been doing job interviews for the last like 2 weeks. Just like I never have time anymore.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, since there's rain at the track and everything, want to take a peek, outside, take a peek at my outside, and holy shit, it's dark as hell out.
Oh no.
Well, it's because I got a line of strong, severe storms coming through my area.
Oh,
Basically, it's
nice.
gonna be here like within like the next 5 minutes.
Oh, nice. Hopefully
Yeah.
the stream doesn't cut out. That'd be bad. But
Well, I did warn people in advance that if it does cut, that's why.
okay. But look at the
Uh,
results. Cookie, Gecko, Andrea, Reese, Edvin, Cryptic, Penguin, Blonde, Raphael, Dominic. Your top 10? I got through that just
yeah, quite
about.
a solid top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna open my window. Let's see.
Uh, but yeah, the wild thing
Ooh,
with the storms that
yeah.
we're getting heavy rain, gusty winds. With supposedly winds are going to be gusting between 45 to 50 miles an hour at some peaks. There's already been reports of golf ball size hail from this storm,
Yikes. I
and
see.
there is a chance of an isolated tornado too.
Oh, fun. Yeah, I'm looking outside. It's like dark and it's windy, but it's not like thunderstorm dark. It's just like rain clouds.
Yeah.
But and but you know where it's not dark is in Hungary. That is bright sunshine that I see.
No, I trade. I would trade this bright sunshine for today instead of what I'm dealing with now. I trade this any day.
Uh,
It doesn't look rainy. That's right. That's right, Killen. We did. That's what I was told in the VC. So, unfortunately, I guess the rain at the 0 minute part is not what happens.
but Cookie on pole doing good to maintain his rather large size lead at the top of the field.
Yeah.
His almost 100-point gap he has in the rest of the field. And here we go.
Yeah. The 5 lights come on to start the RPL Hungarian Grand Prix. And lights out and off we go. Good reaction from Cookie. And now has Reese has a powerful start on his end. Going up against Andrea heading into turn 1. Andrea almost going into the back of Cookie. The McLaren's battling it out as they head to turn 2. It is Cookie and Gecko side by side with each other.
Oh.
And Cookie with that inside maintains it. Reese, holy cow, that was a near nasty snap. There's a Alpine going wide, that's Blonde. And now heading into turn number 4 as everybody's starting to slide into place here. We have a car ghosted inside somebody.
That's Cryptic.
That is Cryptic inside of Dominic.
Yeah, Cryptic had a big moment coming out of turn 2. It looked like he almost got sent by, I think, one of the Red Bulls. I'm not sure.
Oh, we got cars going off.
Yeah, we do. Cryptic.
That was Torn Penguin that had a bit of an off.
Oh, we got a caution.
That's for Noam.
Noam and the Sauber. Off in the back.
Yep.
Everyone keeps it going. I'm surprised about the lack of movement from that Ferrari back in 13th, Alex Norris. He's actually stayed exactly where he started in P13, so a bit of a slow start from the Ferrari.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a slow start there, and the first lap has wrapped up with Cookie in the lead over Gecko, and then the rest of the top 10, it is Andrea. There's Andrea, Blonde, Edvin, Penguin, Raphael, Dominic, and Cryptic is your top 10. And it looks like Jack has lost quite a few spots. He was in 14th. He just plummeted down to 17th coming out of turn 1.
And it looks like we're getting a bit of a 3-car breakaway here. Reese Stacey losing the DRS of this car in third. That's Andrea on the Red Bull. And someone that continues to impress me every week is Blonde. He seems to always be up there in like the top 5, top 7 in this Alpine. Not exactly the best car on the grid, but he gets the best out of it. That's for damn sure.
Well, to be fair, before the safety car came out yesterday in Tier 2, on lap 21, Blonde had an 11-second lead over second place in Tier 2 Japan last night.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Blonde's an incredible driver. That's for sure. Ooh.
Andrea tried to sneak a peek on Gecko to try to take that second place. No contact between the two, but very cheeky sneak peek of from Andrea here, looking for the move. In the background, by the way, speaking of moves, Edvin makes his move on Blonde and moves up into the 5th place spot for him.
Good move from the Ferrari there. Reese 18 able to
dive bomb from Uri against Bourbon for P17, and he made it work. Yes.
Good move from Uri there, former Tier 3 champion.
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking about how the top 4 looks like they started breaking away. We're getting Reese Stacey's able to catch up to Andrea. Dominic, first-person penalty box.
Yeah, in the top 10 too, and that was exiting out of turn 4.
Yeah.
Turn 4 is a notorious spot for track limit warnings and penalties, mainly on the outside end of that. Turn 11 is another area you need to be careful of too.
And I know it sounds bad, but I'm kind of not surprised. I kind of figured it might have been Dominic to be first in penalty box because he was having troubles all qualifying, keeping it on the track. He invalidated it, I don't even know how many times.
Or it's what we call the chiller treatment.
Ah, there you go.
Just taking a peek at the biggest gainers and losers at the moment. F1 Union is the biggest gainer at this time with a few spots there, and
Until
the
he just went to
Red Bull
pits.
and the McLarens have switched up. And yeah, Union is heading into the pits as I mentioned it. So he was initially the biggest winner right now, but now that is being shared between Tadpole and Blonde, only gaining 2 spots. The biggest loser right now is Cryptic, losing 4 spots.
I'm curious why Union... Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm curious why Union went in. He didn't have wing damage. He just changed tires. I mean, he was on those...
He was on the soft compound. He was on the soft compound.
Yes, that is true, but I feel like 4 laps is incredibly early to dip off the sauce, unless they just really do wear that much. But I'm not sure.
I wouldn't really know because I've never done practice at this track, so I wouldn't know about the tire wear.
Too. I don't know
But
nothing.
speaking of tires, taking a look at our tire graphics here, the Saubers have decided to start on the hard compound tires, but other than that, everybody is on the medium compound tire, and Weisso's now the next driver into the penalty box.
Weisso sitting in that P12 position in the Williams. The Williams not having a bad run, 11th to 12th currently, with Shorts in the other Williams. As Weisso loses the position to Alex Norris. Alex Norris is probably trying to make some position back, and Weisso's going back for it around the inside. Gets it done.
Yeah, and while we were just seeing that, Edvin, by the way, on the map, just passed Reese to get himself into 4th place. So both Ferraris make a move, and both Ferraris have gained a spot.
Alex actually gained that spot and then immediately lost it. Weisso really trying to put the pedal to the metal here. He knows he's got to make up that 3-second penalty now, as we've got a big gap between Andrea and Edvin now. Reese has really lost out in the last couple laps, as well as Blonde.
About 2.1 seconds the gap between Edvin and Andrea for 3rd place. And also a gap, we also have a couple of miniature trains involved here. The top 3 are in a train. Blonde all the way down to Cryptic are in a train. And Shorts has a train of his teammate and Alex Norris.
Let's take a look here. Looking at this Ferrari of Alex Norris, he's definitely going to try and get a move done on Weisso here. This could be a little argy-bargy. Alex using all that ERS around the inside. Can he get it done? Might have been a little contact there, maybe not. Gets it done. Alex up to 12. Splits the Williams.
Yeah, he gets the move and makes it stick. Now he's got Alex Norris. Now Alex Norris has F1 Shorts ahead of him, and then after he gets past Shorts, he'll have a bit of a gap to try to catch Cryptic to get himself into the points. Alex Norris in the 12th place spot. Shorts sitting in 11th right now. At the end of Q1, by the way, Polish, you'll be shocked on this. F1 Shorts at the end of Q1 was 4th fastest.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. At the end of the day, you know, Shorts has a lot of one-lap pace. You know, he's proven that multiple times over Tier 2 and Tier 3. So, you know, that he's really good at qualifying. He's just got to translate that into race pace. Which he does have some decent race pace. You know, he's sitting 11th at a Williams. That's nothing to scoff at by any means.
No, not bad at all, really.
So he's really gotten better at it over the last couple months.
Yeah, looks like we may see a move here again as F1 Shorts has this battle with Alex Norris. Alex Norris gets by, and now up into 11th. And now the gap between Alex Norris and a point is 1.8 seconds to Cryptic.
Alex finally starting to get in his groove, maybe get some spots going, as we got a big gaggle back here for 6th. That's Blonde. Tor Penguin. How about Raphael and that Haas sitting P8? Dominic, Cryptic.
Yeah, they're just chilling at the moment as Tone Penguin, as we were just on board with him, had a little had a little slide in the braking zone before the chicane, and just a smidge bit further up, Edvin, by the way, has basically maintained a stagnant 2.1 second deficit to Andrea over the last couple of laps.
Yeah, and he's starting to put the gap between him and Reese Dainty, 1.1 seconds. Andrea
Andrea's
just went in as we have a caution back behind. That's wrecked in Sauber, so both Saubers having issues so far. It's Andrea with a bit of an early pit stop here. Or is it early? I'm not even sure anymore. He goes onto another set of mediums.
Well, the game is claiming that a one stop is possible, but we've seen on a lot of tracks that's been claiming one stop. It is definitely not looking at a one stop. Oh, Dominic has spun out, exiting turn 1.
Oh, that's no good. He was in the points. Obviously has that 3-second penalty, and that's just going to make it even worse. Currently sitting P12.
Yeah,
Wrecked.
he was in the 8th place spot and has dropped down to 12th now. And that's allowed Alex Norris to get into the points. He's in 9th.
And there's our first retirement.
And Dylan is in the pits and he's out, yes.
I saw as soon as he got that 3-second, I figured he might have retired the car, and I was right.
So Dylan is the first DNF of the event here in Hungary. As we are on board. Holy crap, Dom, a nice save.
I missed
Dominic
it.
had a little... Dominic exited out of turn 11, got a little too cocky with the
Whoa!
curb. Oh, he's airborne!
He went airborne. He got some air on that
Holy
front nose.
shit.
Holy crap. Down to 15th, and yeah, he's going to go in the pits here.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
hit the pit wall! Oh,
Why? Jesus Christ!
oh my
Wow.
God, he's out. What did I
he just died.
watch? Dominic, what did I just watch?
Well, there's no safety car.
I mean, no, he was in the pit lane, so I wouldn't assume so. But like, what was that?
Oh my God! Wow!
He went airborne, and then he hit the entrance to pit wall, and then he kept going and hit another entrance to pit wall. I don't understand that.
Oh my goodness!
That was awesome. Anyways, Bourbon went in as his academy teammate was doing whatever he was doing, and he's in for hard tires, so don't think he's going for the one stop. That'd be way too early to do it, but
oh, Noam's crashed at turn 2. We have a safety car.
that's a safety car, and that's both Saubers now out of the race, third driver overall in the first 9 laps. As it is a normal safety car, as everyone's coming in. Gecko, Cookie, Edvin, everyone's going to start coming in. Reese and Blonde right behind.
There'll be a double stack at McLaren here with Gecko and Cookie both coming in. So let's see what's going to happen here. There could be a possible double stack for Mercedes, but not sure what's going to happen here. Let's see what comes out from this. Well, it looks like everybody's okay. And looks like the double stack did not affect McLaren that badly. They're both still 1-2 at this present time.
Check this out.
Yep.
I was going to say Andrea, who had just pitted 2 laps prior, actually net lost the position to Edvin on that pit cycle, and now he's on 2-lap older tires and on the wrong compound, I would say. Actually, only the person on mediums is Jack Miles. Union's also on 6-lap old mediums, so he's going to have to come in here anytime soon, but this is going to make for an interesting restart for Andrea.
Yeah. Well, for those people just tuning in, we are running in here at Hungary. We're on lap 9 of 35 here at the Hungarian Grand Prix. We're under a safety car after Noam crashed in the middle of turn 2. That's why we are under a safety car conditions. We've had 3 DNFs so far. Noam, as we mentioned, crashed in the middle of turn 2, hence the safety car being out. We had Dominic having his wild circus moment as we would say, going airborne and then wiping out in the pit entrance, and then Dylan, after spinning out in the little tiny straight between turns 9 and 10, gone into the pits, and he is retired from the event. So that is, as said, 3 retirements done. So Gecko is the race leader at this time. Cookie is sitting in second. Edvin is third. Andrea fourth. Reese in fifth. Blonde in sixth. Torn Penguin 7. Raphael 8. Cryptic 9. And F1 Shorts is your top 10.
And as I suspected, Union did go in. He is on the hard compound tire. What's going on up there?
Yeah. Oh. I wonder what's been said in the chat.
Somebody said, "Can Cookies retire already? Uncle Farming go crazy." I see that as a corner of my eye. But also somebody said Cookie a fraud. A lot of Cookie hate in this chat right now. I guess that's what happens when you're 80 points ahead of the rest of the field. People don't want to see you win.
I mean, he's had it happen before. It happened to him during his championship season in season 10.
Yeah.
Safety car coming in.
Here we go. Everyone's stacked back up. Gonna be looking for a absolute barn burner of a restart here.
Let's see how Cookie will respond to Gecko when he decides to opt to take off. And let's see, he's bolted. We're off and away.
Great restart from Gecko.
Yeah, very lovely restart there. And it looks like Edvin and Andrea are pretty close to each other. Is Andrea thinking about a move possibly? The answer is no. He's not thinking of it now.
Ooh,
maybe
crossover.
not. Switchback. Nice little switchback. They're side by side. A little wheel banging here. Heading into turn number 2.
Oh.
And bumping again. Andrea goes a smidge bit wide, but Edvin holds him off.
Good defense there from Edvin.
This is only his 3rd race here in RPL, and he's really making his presence known.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, let's put it this way. When I joined this lobby, I had no clue who he was. I looked at that name, I was like, huh? Like, that's how long he's been here.
Yeah, I mean, last week at Spa, he got his first pole position in RPL on his 2nd ever start, and he wound up finishing in 3rd place in that race. I mean, and I did mention in last week's stream that if Edvin did wind up winning in his 2nd ever start, he was going to join Jacob Adamczak in that regard for a driver to win, for the 2nd driver to win a race in his 2nd ever start, and in a Ferrari too.
Yeah, absolutely. But the Ferrari, not exactly the best car on the grid, at least not nowadays. You got the McLaren, the Mercedes is probably better. The Red Bull, honestly, might be better than the Ferrari nowadays. But he's making it work, because he's a little far behind the McLarens, about 1.1 seconds, but definitely still within striking distance. We got a big DRS train behind him, as we've got some movement in the back. You're right, just lost a lot of spots, and that's because he's around.
That's because he's off.
He
spun out in turn 4.
Off in turn 4, way off the track. Must have gotten loose and just lost it. So Uri out of the equation as for right now.
Reese has a decent-sized train right behind him. It starts with him, and it goes all the way to Jack down in 13th.
Oh.
Raphael now into the penalty box.
Damn, he was having such a good run, too. Comfortably sitting top 10 all day. That's going to hurt him. Here we go. I think Andrea might try. Nope, he doesn't have enough ERS to do it yet. Never mind.
Andrea not close enough just yet to make that move work. And looks like no one else in this field is making that move either. Jirai is heading into the pits to, I guess, he probably did get wing damage. Oh, never mind. He called it quits. That's our 4th retirement of this event right now.
3
on board with.
Oh, yep. I was gonna say 3 Ferrari cars out of this race already.
Yeah, but bear in mind, Noam and Dylan, they were on loan in Sauber, so that's it is a Ferrari Academy car. It's just got 2 Merc Academy drivers. They just couldn't make it stick.
I wonder if Dane would take me back just to get Sauber on the grid every week. He doesn't care where I finish as long as it's on the grid.
Yeah.
But anyways, got a big gap between the top 4. For the most part, Edvin's still sitting about a 1.5 seconds. Andrea's about a 1.5 seconds behind him. Then behind that, still got this DRS train. Nobody's really close enough to make a move. Everyone's within like about 0.8, 0.7, give or take.
Well, I did see that Alex Norris is actually getting really close to F1 shorts, but
there he goes, dive bomb.
He's going for the shot. Night. Wow, locked up too. So there's a bit of contact involved there.
Got it done though.
But yeah, he got it done.
Short's gonna go for the switchback, possibly. Cannot get it done. Position Alex Norris, and he's in the points for the first time today. Edvin.
Oh!
That's huge.
Edvin into the penalty box. That's at turn 4.
That's huge. Penalty starting to really become a factor now. As we're already 15 laps into this race. We're almost halfway already.
Yeah. Yeah, that move that Alex Norris did going into turn 1, he locked up and had a bit of a slide. So it was a bit of a tad bit messy, but he somehow managed to not cause any severe damage and wound up getting the place as well. Reese, I was gonna say Reese was eyeballing Andrea, but Andrea is going back to the pits. He'll be going on to the hards.
Andrea back to the pits already. The good thing is he should be able to make these hards last. I mean, that's 19 laps, so should be fine. Everyone else might be having a bit more of a struggle as Bourbon just got by Jack Miles, and look at Union. A little bit of contact between him and Jack. But he gets through. Jack's going to be trying to fight back.
Jack seems to be trying to fight back, but gets covered up. Oh, contact between Jack and Union. Not sure if that was a bit of a sketchy defense by Union, or Jack might have made a mistake in his braking, but that was a bit hair raising.
Definitely a bit hair raising, but as I was saying, everyone's gonna have a bit of a struggle, I would think, trying to keep these hards, in check, because they're gonna have to go 25 laps on them, which.
Well, Bourbon's hards are 7 laps old. Union's is 5 laps old, and everybody else's is 6 laps old.
Yeah, everyone.
So they pitted basically right at the end of. So they gotta last pretty much about 25 laps on those hards if they want to make that one-stop stick.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know if they're gonna have it in them, but hey, what do I know? I'm not out there driving. Oh, here we go. Raphael.
Yeah, Raphael on the inside.
Penguin, as he gets the move done. Obviously with that 3 seconds, so.
Whoa! Ooh. A little bit of a slide exiting out for Raphael. Not for Raphael, for Penguin. And that saw Cryptic seeing like, ooh, hi, I see an opportunity. But Torn Penguin kept it in good control to keep it away. Still on board with Alex Norris, who's sniffing Cryptic's tailpipe right now to see if he can go up and gain a spot here as well. As we did mention earlier, Alex Norris started way back in P13 in after Q2 and was knocked out of Q2. But for him to crawl up into the ninth right now, he's making it work. He's trying to make it work and try to gain even more spots from it.
Yeah, he's definitely playing a lot more of a slow race right now. You know, just slowly picking off everyone one by one, not killing his tires. I like what I'm seeing from Alex this race so far. As looking
Yeah.
to see, we're gonna have a move here for P12, Wyso and Bourbon.
Yeah, Wiseau covering the inside, but Bourbon having to take the long way around on the outside to make the move work, and he does do that, and up into the position there, and because of it,
Oh.
Cryptic and Penguin battling it out at a turn 2,
Yeah, they're
and
getting
then at turn
dicey.
3, little contact, and Cryptic does get ahead of Penguin up in the 7th.
Yeah, they were getting a bit dicey there. I saw a little bit of contact between both of them. Made it stick though, just about.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so there. So now Cryptic is in pursuit as Weissel, by the way, just seeing on the map, just before the chicane, made a move against Bourbon and reclaimed 12th.
There's some good racing going on here.
Yes.
You know, people think Hungary is like one of those tracks where you can't really overtake. You can definitely overtake here. You just gotta pick your right moment, you know? I do enjoy
Speaking
this
about
track.
with overtaking, and all that stuff, for real life F1, yeah, did you see earlier this morning, Monaco is going to be remaining on the F1 calendar till 2035?
I saw that yesterday, and I swiftly put my phone down in disgust.
Yeah, a bunch of people are pissed about it too.
I've expressed my displeasure for Monaco. I think if it wasn't such a like iconic track as here we go. Ow! Oh my God! Around he goes. That was
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that dive was, I saw that dive coming, and I'm like, oh, this is not gonna go well. And Alex Norris gets into his half slide and down to 11th. I mean, just seeing it from that perspective, I hate to be that guy, but I'm gonna safely say that was on Alex Norris.
Yeah.
The dive was too risky, and might be a tad on the careless side. And with that contact with Penguin, I would say I think that was pretty much on the fault of Alex right there.
Yeah, kind of hard to fault Penguin for that, but you know, Alex saw a little bit of a gap and went for it. You can't, you know, fault him for that. But anyways, like I was saying, I've expressed my disdain for Monaco, and if it wasn't such an iconic track, it would have been gone years ago. Because it's just not a good race. It never is. Qualifying's good. That's it. I watch qualifying. I don't even bother with the race anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, Alex Norris trying to recover from that mistake that he had with Penguin. He has gone down the inside against Tadpole and taken back the 10th place position, and now he's into that one. Cryptic, by the way, is within half a second of Raphael for 6th, and we did see Andrea in turn 2 getting past Union to go into
Union's
the 14th
going for it.
position.
Look at this! Woo! Wow. I have a feeling that might get removed from Andrea if he doesn't get another warning, because that was pretty much all. Penguin next to the penalty box. Andrea had to go in wide because it looked like Union was about to absolutely just do complete terrorism on him. So I don't fault Andrea for doing that whatsoever. Oh man!
Yeah, if he doesn't get another warning, then he should be able to get it removed if it is the way you're saying it. Because I didn't get the battle in time. I didn't catch the battle of it in time. We're on board with Andre right now as he's chasing Weiso down for the 12th place position. He goes in and he gets by. Up through into 12th he goes. Ooh, little tiny contact between Andrea and Weiso, but Weiso, Andrea making it handle easily. Now he is 4.7 seconds back from Tadpole to go for 11th, and it's Going a little further up, Alex Norris is eyeballing Shorts to go into 9th.
Seems like these two have been back and forth like all race long. Alex and Shorts have passed each other at least 3 separate times that I can remember. But
Agreed. And I've also just saw on the timing screen, Jack came out of the pits. He pitted and is now onto the hard compound tires, so he will have very fresh hards, and he'll have 14 laps to work with them. But let's see if he's able to gain anything out of that. Let's go a little further up to the 7th place spot with Cryptic as he's eyeballing Raphael. Let's see how close he's gonna get. In the background, there's Alex Norris eyeballing Shorts here, but he's going for it. Yes, down the inside. Much easier maneuver this time than it happened before with. Beforehand, but he makes it work, and up into 9th comes Alex Norris.
oh,
And you know, ooh, what happened?
I was gonna say, I will say we haven't mentioned it really at all this race because we have been focusing on so many battles going on, but Gecko has not put a gap between him and Cookie. Cookie's still within 1 second of him.
Yeah, I mean he just slipped out of the DRS range of just coming in at turn 12. We had trouble. That's Wiseau around in that straightaway between turn 5 and 6. That's gonna hurt. That will hurt there. Let's go a little further back as I see Cryptic did get past Raphael. By the way, we did miss that. I do apologize for that. So Cryptic is up in the 6th. Now Torn Penguin is eyeballing him to see if he can go for a chance to get himself into 6th place. Shorts is in to get off of the hards.
The first person to bite that pit under that car, under that safety car, lap 10. First person that is gonna bite and go on a new set of mediums. I'm gonna assume. Yes. Does look like mediums from here.
No, a new set of hards.
Okay, why are they yellow for me?
Yeah, so Shorts has gone with the harder stylus tires, so he'll have two. So he has 2 sets of hards available to him.
Wiseau goes on softs, which is intriguing. I must say.
Not a good idea.
It's intriguing. That's what
he'll pit again.
I don't know why, but unless I'm blind, or unless I'm colorblind, Shorts' tires were definitely yellow as he was coming out of pit road. But you know, I'm not gonna say anything about it. But yeah, so he's the first one to bite of those drivers that did hit under that safety car. So we're gonna see if maybe anyone else bites. And if anyone else does bite, don't look now. Andrea, I don't think he's gonna have to pit again. It's
probably not.
It's a possibility.
Andrea
That's all I'm
is
saying.
coming up behind, and he passes Tadpole, but that is because Tadpole is coming in. So now Andrea 1.5 seconds behind Alex Norris now to go for 9th place at this present time. And another driver I just want to know, we haven't talked about him at all this race. Blonde is still sitting in 5th place in that Alpine.
Yeah, he's still sitting there chilling. He's just doing what Blonde does best. He just sits quietly in like between 4th and 7th, doesn't make a huge splash. That's what Blonde does, and you know that's all you really need to do. Just get points.
I guess the thunderstorms have definitely showed up because just looked out from my room into the hallway. Just saw 2 of my cats just run off to my parents' bedroom to hide under the bed.
You looked outside and saw a tornado coming. I was like, well, get the hell off of the goddamn
thing.
Oh, here we go. Gecko coming into pit lane. The leader.
Yeah. So the leader of the event coming in to get off of the hards and onto a new set of medium tires. Let's see where this is gonna pan out for him. Blonde is in now as well. The driver in 5th is in the pits, and let's see as trouble
It was
in the some trouble.
There was a caution.
Raphael, I think.
Oh, I
Whoa,
think so.
dive
Oh,
bomb!
huge dive bomb on Andrea. Andrea's not
Yeah,
gonna be happy.
three wide
Oh,
now.
here we go. Oh, this is not gonna
Oh
end well.
boy.
Oh,
Oh! What in the
Andrea.
world was that?
Andrea just booted his shit out of the way.
Yeah.
Andrea was. I mean, I don't blame him. That was a disgraceful send from Raphael. I'm not even gonna lie. But what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? So Gecko didn't really lose much. He's still 5 seconds ahead of his next closest competition, which I would say is probably Andrea. So
Yeah, let's see. So yeah, it's actually close to 7 seconds between Gecko and Andrea at this present moment.
jeez.
So Gecko did come out just behind Cryptic in 5th, and then he
Ooh,
reclaimed it.
Raphael again.
Raphael into the wall.
Man, this great run from Raphael has just turned into a disaster.
Reese is now in. As Union is sitting in 10th. Blonde, by the way, just when he pitted, he came out in 11th right now. He's right behind. He's right behind Union and goes onto the inside. Union lets him go and threw in there. Raphael into the speeding penalty and out. He is done. So Cryptic and Torn Penguin and Reese have pitted. Reese has come out in the 6th place spot behind Alex Norris. A decent way back, about 7 seconds behind. Torn Penguin and Cryptic, by the way, have come out in 10th and 11th, respectively.
And for those keeping track at home, that is now 4 of 6 for Ferrari Academy.
Yep.
Yikes. And I'm looking at this. I'm looking at these intervals now as Ryan Ocon has just joined the server for whatever reason. Cookie it's still not pit yet. Although Gecko, I feel like with these tires, he's gonna catch Cookie regardless. I would think. With how much
There's about 9 laps left. Gecko is currently about 2.4 seconds behind Edvin and just at the fastest lap of this event right now. And let's see, just seeing, looks like a battle between Merc Academy drivers, Union and Shorts battling it out for the 8th place position. Shorts on the inside, coming out, makes it stamp and gets into the 8th place spot for Shorts.
How about that? P8 for that Williams driver. Doing a really good job so far.
Gecko's right on Edvin's ass.
Yeah. Dude, he was just 2 seconds behind, literally I literally got, but like this is holding Gecko up so bad.
Yeah, but I know once Gecko comes out, ooh, too close for comfort. But down the inside he goes, and back in a second goes Gecko, and Torn Penguin gets past Union in the chicane to take the 9th place spot, and Union just got a 2nd penalty, track limit penalty, and Cryptic gets by Union to go into 10th now.
Why so? Another driver into the penalty box. Yeah, this is gonna be close.
It's up to 12 seconds already.
Jeez. Yeah, this is gonna be close. As we have a caution, it is Wiso.
That's around. For Wiso, and I believe he just reset the track. I just saw it on the track map. Yeah, he did reset the track.
I actually don't.
And he's got damage on both ends of the wings.
No, I don't think he reset the track. I saw him go back around.
Okay.
Yeah, not. Although I don't really know. I wasn't really there, but dude, Gecko's this is gonna be close. 7 laps to go. Gecko's taking out 10ths a lap, or sorry, a corner, if you will.
Very much so.
Like, it was just 12 seconds a second ago, and it's now 10 seconds. So this is going to be an interesting battle. Like, just look at it go down. 9.8.
Yeah.
Like,
so looking at it right now for the tires, Cookie, Edvin on 18-lap-old hard tires. Andreas on 12-lap-old hards. Alex Norris is on 18-lap-old hards. And Union is on 17-lap-old hards. That's the sense in that one. Gecko is just entering, just completing his third lap on the mediums, and Reese will be completing his second lap on the mediums.
And if you're Cookie, you're already way too, you're already in too deep. You just gotta hope that these tires. Oh my God, he just almost lost it coming out of turn 3. Uh, you just gotta hope that they hold at this point.
Yeah, just going just a tiny bit back, by the way, as Blonde just gets past Alex Norris down the inside into turn 1 to get into the 6th place spot. Torn Penguin deciding to go the outside route against F1 Shorts. Little contact between the two as both of them are fighting it over, and Torn Penguin does go into the 8th place spot. But bear in mind, Penguin, with that penalty, he needs to build that gap, or he's going to lose those 2 spots to Shorts and Cryptic. Cryptic going around on the outside, past Shorts to get himself into 9th, as Cryptic does have the better tires in that retrospect. Let's take a look at a quick lap here. Let's see. So Cookie's recent lap, a 20.3 on his recent lap, while Gecko, a 17.8.
Yeah.
2.5 seconds gained on that last lap.
I think if Gecko just keeps doing what he's doing, he's gonna catch him.
Yeah, I think Gecko is going to catch Cookie probably probably within the next 3 laps. He will be right on top of him. And meanwhile, speaking of on top, Reese down the inside against Andrea and makes it in and is up into 4th place.
Reese could be on for a possible podium here. He's only got to catch Edvin by, what, 5.5 seconds in these next 5 laps? So Reese...
yes.
So Reese on for a podium. Blonde's probably on for P4 at this rate, I would have to think. He's definitely going to get by Andrea.
So Edvin's last lap was a 21.5 for his last lap. And it is and Reese has a 19.8 for his last lap. So Reese, about 1.4 seconds gained in that last lap. So I mean, Reese, if he maintains that for the rest of this, he's not going to get close enough to make an attack on Edvin, but he will be within 3 seconds to take that podium spot from him.
I'm just taking a look real quick. Okay.
Penguin is on top of Alex Norris. Is he going to make a move down in the inside going into turn 1? He does so.
What a dive bomb.
And into 7th place he goes. Too. Yeah, Cryptic looking to eyeball that move too, but he's going to have to take the long way around on the outside. Alex Norris fighting it off here. They're side by side hanging into turn 3, and
what a move
Cryptic
from Cryptic
makes it stick.
What a move.
Damn, that was a loud boom.
I hear that. I hear that coming through your microphone. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh man. 3.3 seconds.
I wouldn't be surprised if that boom got caught on the street, got heard in the stream too.
If I heard it, the stream probably heard it. Oh man, Shorts is coming up to Alex Norris as well. Cryptic gonna be looking for a move on Penguin here. Blonde's looking for a move on Andrea.
Yeah, Shorts has 13 lap newer hards than Alex Norris does at this time. And Reese is currently 4.8 behind Edvin, so another 2 seconds. He's within 3 seconds. And speaking of 2 seconds, Cryptic just cleared Penguin to go into the 7th place spot, and also Gecko is in the 2-second range of Cookie.
Yeah, Cookie still got 3 laps to hold on. I don't foresee it happening, I don't think. He'll definitely get P2 as long as those tires hold up, but Unless he does the most masterful defense job I've ever seen in my life, I think this is Gecko's race to lose.
Yeah, very much so. And just seeing on the track map, the two McLarens are coming out of the final corner. And when they cross the line, 3 laps left. Gecko 1.5 seconds behind Cookie at this present time. We're on board with Blonde as he is chasing Andrea for the 5th place position. He's within half a second of him, so a possible attack could be on the cards. Coming out onto the main straight here. Let's see what happens. DRS is now active for Blonde. Chasing. Speeding. Down the inside he goes, and into 5th place goes Blonde.
5th place for Blonde, and he only has a couple...
Shorts, by the way, on the outside.
Is he gonna get it done on Alex?
Alex Norris
Ooh,
defends.
squeezes.
Ooh, still on the track, though.
Short's gonna go back around the long way.
Yeah, trying again the long way around, but Alex Norris keeping him back. They're still side-by-side hanging into turn 3.
Whoa.
Still side-by-side, wheel banging between the two.
They're gonna go
still side-by-side as they hit the turn 4. Ooh, and Shorts gets a penalty for that.
I believe that might get removed.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if that could get removed. There's lap car of Bourbon right there.
Here we go. This
Bourbon
is it.
did
Right
get
here.
disconnected.
It's gonna get right here. Cookie. Gecko.
Yep. Switching it over.
Gecko not able to get it done just yet. As Reese has now caught the Ferrari of Edvin now for that podium. He's gonna get it on track.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's switch over to Reese here as he's in pursuit, chasing Edvin. Here he goes, down the inside, making the move, and side by side he goes, and there it is. Reese up into the podium spot.
And Blonde only needs a 1.5 seconds to get P4 from Edvin as well because of that 3 second. But here we go. Cookie still in the lead, surprisingly enough. Really thought Gecko would have made the move by now. Obviously doesn't want to wreck his teammate. If this was anybody else, I think Gecko would have made the move by now. But look at Cookie's battery. He's up to a solid 90%. He's actually got the advantage on Gecko by a solid 30% on battery.
Bear in mind also if Gecko does get past Cookie here, which looks like it could be happening on the cards here. By the way, Gecko has not won this season yet. He's got a couple of P2s,
Final lap,
a P2 and P3. Here we go. Final lap. Battle between the two McLarens. On the outside goes Gecko.
Oh, contact
again between Gecko and Cookie.
Cookie able to keep it. Gecko's gonna go around the outside here. Around the long ways.
Yeah.
Goes for the switchback. Can't get it done. Great defending by Cookie. There's not gonna be many chances for Gecko now.
No, I think Gecko's chances are pretty much done. He would have had the win, but
he's gonna dive bomb it.
Cookie decided to defend and keep him back.
He's just gonna have to dive bomb it at this rate.
Yeah.
But Cookie still
Gecko has not won this season, so he's gonna have to wait. He's gonna have to wait longer now to get another win here.
Oh, he just went wide. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yep, it's over.
I believe it's just about done here. Gecko trying everything he can. He's not gonna have enough time. What a defense job from Cookie.
It's pretty much done.
25 laps
coming
on
out
those
of
hards.
25 laps on the hards, and we'll be going for win number 8. Cookie wins in Hungary over his teammate Gecko, and it is a long way back as we will be seeing Reese making his presence known and will be getting himself onto the podium, and he will take 3rd place. And that's his first podium of the season. Edvin will be across the line in 4th, but Blonde will have that honor. Andrea in 6th. Cryptic will be 7th. And we have Torn Penguins finishing at 8th. F1 Shorts will come across in 9th. and will keep that ninth. And Alex Norris coming across a second and a half behind Shorts in 10th place, the last points position there. And Tadpole ends it in there.
And I mean, you just gotta look at it like the top four, all Merc Academy drivers. It was kind of written in the
Mm-hmm.
stars, I think. If you think, you know.
Yeah, so all Merc Academy podium as Cookie celebrates with that defense over Gecko, and Reese on the podium as well, and Blonde as well with a fourth place finish in regards to that. So this celebration will be kicking off. Will be kicking off very shortly. There it is, the champagne spraying off, and we are right at the end for this Hungarian GP here. So let's see what the game has done for us as okay, I guess I'm stuck in a permanent black screen.
Well, I could tell you. So Cookie won. We got Gecko at the fastest lap of the race. Driver of the day, the game gave it to Andrea. Most overtakes, the game gave it to Andrea, and the cleanest driver was given to Cookie.
Huh. Oh, if you can, would you mind getting a screen oh there
I
oh never mind.
I would have
Of
I
course
would have
not.
gotten it, but I didn't have time. I literally had 4 seconds left.
Yeah. Sorry, EXO.
Uh,
Black screens plagued us again.
hmm
Well, in that retrospect, well, the game claims driver of the day goes to Andrea, but who do you think, in your opinion,
Gecko.
is driver of the
Or
day?
sorry, not Gecko. Blonde. Went from P
Juan,
went
huh?
from P8 to P4 in an Alpine. Ran well all day. Blonde's my driver of the day. I don't care if McLaren got one too. I'm going with Blonde.
Well, yeah, I mean, you definitely got to get credit to Blonde as well for that very very strong finish in for P4 in that Alpine. I think honestly, I think that's definitely a driver of the day right there. Uh, Gecko really tried to go for a win. He's a definite. He was a contender in there as well, and also Reese getting a podium for the first time this season.
Yep.
Definitely another strong contender in there as well. So, yeah. So I think I might have to agree. I'm probably gonna go with Blonde as well. But close contenders is Gecko and
Reese.
Reese in there as well.
I definitely think Cookie also, obviously, because that was a great defense job that he did to keep the lead and ultimately win the race because he was on like what 15 lap older tires than his teammate and was able to keep it.
Yeah.
Cookie said he had 87% on his tires when he crossed the line. And there we go.
Yeah, so that is gonna conclude the stream for this weekend. So, um, for this weekend of F1, but we still have action again tomorrow, with Le Mans Ultimate as they will be taking part in Monza for their event. That will be hosted by Amir Oates or Otez. I'm still trying to figure out if his last name is Oates or Otez. I still can't figure that part out. But here's what we got for next week for the F1 tiers. So tier 3, we have a driver vote, and that driver vote was determined to be Spa. Spa is going to be the track involved in it, and it is a sprint weekend. Tier 2 will be at Hungary for round 3 of their event, and as we did say, Le Mans Ultimate tomorrow will be at Monza. That's where Tier 1 is going. We'll be at Monza next week. Well, from RPL Streams, we are signing off. Tie and Iron with PolishHammer. We say goodnight, and we will see ya.
See you later.